One of the most curious footnotes in the career of five-time Grammy-winning comedic music legend Weird Al Yankovic is the title of his parody of Dire Straits' chart-topping 1985 single, Money for Nothing. His version was listed as Money for Nothing / Beverly Hillbillies with an asterisk at the end, based on the instruction of lawyers. Quote, "I'm not sure why, and I've obviously never been very happy about it," Yankovic said on his website about the song's title, whose asterisk is omitted in certain digital outlets these days. Al is known for not taking chances with what he considers a legal gray area, parody. So, to be extra careful, he gets permission and credits the original songwriters along with himself on his direct parodies. For instance, on the song Eat It, Yankovic says a legal document exists that is signed by himself and Michael Jackson, listing the two as writers of the Beat It parody. For Al's Dire Straits homage, Mark Knopfler gave the go-ahead to Yankovic on the condition Knopfler would play guitar on the parody, to which Al gladly agreed. One of Dire Straits' keyboardists, Guy Fletcher, is also on Yankovic's version. Money for Nothing Beverly Hillbillies' eclectic lineup of songwriters includes Yankovic, Knopfler, the writer of the Beverly Hillbillies theme song, Paul Henning, and Gordon Sumner, aka Sting. Though the Police frontman did not want a songwriting credit on the original Money for Nothing, his label did, with Sting's contribution, the repeated line, "I want my MTV," sounding extremely similar to the Police's "Don't Stand So Close to Me." Lampooning the original VMA-winning music video, the Dire Straits parody would go on to be featured in the cult classic 1989 film UHF, starring Yankovic as a TV station manager, alongside Fran Drescher, Seinfeld's Michael Richards, and Saturday Night Live cast member Victoria Jackson, who would go on to play another role in Yankovic's career years later. After being turned down by Michael Jackson for his Snack All Night parody of Black or White, Yankovic set his sights on Nirvana's Smells Like Teen Spirit, but his manager had trouble contacting Nirvana's camp, leaving it up to Al to get creative for what would become the opening track of the follow-up album to the UHF soundtrack, 1992's Off the Deep End. During a call with Victoria Jackson, who was working at SNL, Yankovic asked her to put that week's musical guest on the line. She handed the phone to Kurt Cobain, who gave his blessing after asking Al if the parody would be about food, to which Yankovic replied that it would actually be about how no one can understand the song's lyrics, an idea that Cobain, who Al described as sweet, thought was funny. Following the release of the parody Smells Like Nirvana, Yankovic met Cobain in person for the first and only time, running into him at a Los Angeles restaurant. Quote, "I just profusely thanked him and said, 'Anything I can do for you, let me know.' Kurt extended his hand to me and said, 'Polish my nails,'" Yankovic told Spin in 2012. Peaking at number 35, the song was Yankovic's first top 40 hit since Eat It in the mid-80s in the United States. He'd add another when 2006's White and Nerdy reached number 9 on the Billboard Hot 100, his highest charting single in the US. As far as international success, Eat It went to number 1 in Australia, something the original fell just short of accomplishing. Beat It peaked at number 2 there. For SoundWordCentral.com, I'm Ben Province. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.